Alright, so today's question of the day comes from Mr. Luke. Mr. Luke asks, how do I know which military branch is for me? By the way, I'm at the NEX. It's like a Walmart for the military. But anyway, here in Virginia. But anyway, so there is no real like magical way to kind of understand and know which branch is for you. For those of you who are within a military family and you were able to visit different military bases, those people will have a good idea of what life is like and kind of which branch they like and which branch they don't like. But for normal people like you and I, we don't really know, right? There's not a lot of information. There's not a lot of videos out there that show like a day in life of a sailor, airman, Coast Guard, or a Marine, right? They're just glimpses and pictures and images out there, and certainly as much as I want to show you what life is like in the ship, I can't, because I can't, if I record where I am in my workplace, where there's multi-million-dollar material, I can't show you that kind of information. I can't show you that kind of stuff. So information is very limited. So when I was first joining the military, one thing that I did was I talked to veterans, people who have been in for 20 years in the Army, Marines, and the Air Force, and I got two main takeaways. Okay, number one, this comes from an Army veteran who's been in for 20 years, and he said, in terms of educational value, go with Air Force number one, Navy number two, then Army and Marines, preferably Air Force and Navy, because the Air Force and Navy is more of what you know than what you actually do. And which leads to point number two, because Army and Marines is very more bronze, okay, compared to Air Force and Navy. Not to say it's all bronze. I'm sure it is very, very important, like to be well educated and stuff like that, but I personally didn't like the idea of like bullets flying at me if I am in the Army and in the Marines. So that's one of the biggest factors as to why I personally decided not to join the Army and the Marines, and so I decided to join the Navy. I personally wish I looked more into the Air Force, but that is an opportunity that's passed by. So I hope this helps. So biggest takeaway, hang out with people who have been in the military, hang out with people and get a good understanding. I would say meet at least 20 people. Go to this, colleges have, veterans association, veterans group clubs, or whatever the case may be, or even high schools, or even just go to a recruiting center, multiple different recruiting center, and get an idea of what life is like now. Recruiters are more leaned towards trying to get you in, but the biggest advice I would say is go to a college and find a veterans club and go in there and try to get an idea of what life is like. So that is my best recommendation. Thank you for watching, and I hope you have a great Navy day.